Legit?
I didn't actually
Don't kill my bird.
think I've ever been able to kill
No,
the
we're
bird.
talking about Valorant.
Don't
The
kill my
dog though,
bird.
the fact that it
Kill
jumps at you
bird.
makes it really hard. Because like if it ever gets that close and it like comes around a corner on you, it gets you. Because like
her name tag yet?
no,
You can see my name tag.
No
Yeah.
name tags.
no. Well, we can see our own, but we can't see hers.
I can see everybody's name tag.
Yeah, yes, we're talking about the other person, Kua.
Oh, your mom? Oh, I don't
The
know.
mistress.
I feel like that's a joke, but
about
it's
that?
also true.
Yeah,
no,
we can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Bro. Like, I can kill everything of Sky's, like, her dog and her alt, but, like, her bird is like, what the heck? Because you can move it so erratically so it can dodge bullets. It's so dumb.
Oh no, I've been muted.
I
Sorry.
I don't like her as a character, even though I did like the kit. Fuck her.
Dolphin, you'll love this. My last game, where I lost. This Jet kept pushing Heaven with the spike and kept blaming us why we didn't push Heaven. I'm like, why are you taking the spike up there on A? What are you doing? Like, hello?
God's
I
work,
smoke-
Kua. God's
I was
work.
like, I smoke as Brim, all like Heaven, Long, and like the short where they go up the ramp so they couldn't see us, so we just go straight to the point and kill whoever's there by clearing corners. And the Jet kept doing that. I'm like, can we stop? Can we please stop?
Okay. I am somewhat ready.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Ready? So
I
where,
am
Yes.
We're
where did we
already
end off?
rolling. We have
Just in the middle of questioning. We
Overthrow
sort of
the
like
government.
No, I remember. We ended off by you saying mood based off what I said.
I think everyone got their questions in sort of, except for Faint. And I mean I had mine, but Faint didn't really have a chance to get his questions in, obviously, and so I think we sort of just stopped there.
Because I think I said, you can't. I don't think you can help me, and you're like, you said what she said, and you're like, we're gonna end it here, but mood, and then we ended it.
Oh shit, that reminds me. I didn't put the previous episode on YouTube. I'm gonna do that right now.
Probably not.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah,
Well, no, I mean, YouTube's broke.
Oh
No, it
shit.
got
can
back
never
up.
back up.
It
Yeah.
is back up.
Is it back?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been
okay.
back.
My brother. That's why how I woke I woke up. My brother's like, you two went off, and then it came back up. I was like, okay.
helpful. The fuck does that matter to me right now?
Cool
It's
story,
back.
bro.
Oh, and then he checked. They did that. My mom and my brothers check on me to see if, like, sometimes I sleep too long, and they're like making sure I didn't die in my
Dead?
sleep. Yeah. They're like, are you breathing? I'm like, yeah.
I guess.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Yeah.
Just poke him with a stick.
I think, I remember, I forgot what long trip I took. I slept for like 36 hours, and my mom got super worried. She was like,
Fuck.
making sure every hour I was like, every like couple hours I was still breathing. I was like, I'm alive.
So, anyone have any other questions? I think she kind of told you her general plan, right?
Oh, are we the?
Okay. I guess faint. So he's been sitting over there not saying anything. I think he hears her talk about all the stuff she's talking about, just kind of taking it all in. And finally he just kind of says, I don't really care about freedom or order or unjust laws, any of that. Y'all got it pretty good here compared to where I come from. Doesn't mean anything to me. Only thing I care about is my family. And he kind of looks at Scarlet and the rest of you guys.
No.
Rocket
So-
scoop.
Kanaka, when Fate says that he points at himself. You sure? Like he gave Fate. You sure?
We've all got annoying younger brothers.
Making sure.
And then he kind of walks over and takes out the scrap of cloth that has the redhead symbol on it and throws it on the bar. And he says, "The only other thing I care about is that. Red Hand took my family from me at one point. I've got some of it back now. Don't worry about it. But destroying them and helping my new family, the only things I care about. Don't care about your cause. Don't care about the council. But if you can sell me on how to destroy them or help them, then you've got me. And he kind of pulls his sleeves back to show the bands of Diamac and these.
She smiles and nods at you and says, "Indeed, family is extremely important, especially the family that you choose. It is a driving motivation between much of what I have done for the last many years, and especially what I've done here. Defeating the Red Hand in its entirety could be difficult. They are patsies of those in the Nine Hells.
Well,
to
let me
their benefit.
clarify. I'd like to remove them from this plane.
I think it is quite possible that our ultimate goals could align then.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
I'm rolling insight too. If I'm watching, can I roll insight?
Sure.
Sweet.
Welp. I got a 2 plus 5. That's not great.
Got an 18.
At least somebody can fucking roll shit.
I used a luck.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she seems earnest. And I mean, it kind of follows logically that, like, if she's gonna betray the Red Hand, if she's gonna be successful, she should probably, like, you know, wipe them out at least here around Brighthaven. You
Makes
know,
sense.
per entire plane of existence, but you get the sense that she's definitely trying to give a pitch of, you know, have our cake and eat it too. Like, getting rid of the Red Hand is like a happy circumstance for her. If getting rid of the council or saving your family is your primary, or if getting rid of the Red Hand is your primary goal and removing the council is a happy circumstance as well, then perhaps this will all work out.
Whatever. Then I go back and sit down.
I'm gonna ask why she hates like authority and the council so much. I'm gonna be like, are there any councilmen you specifically hate? Like, you know, General Clark or Phalor or Alceron?
Many of the council can be useful idiots. There are a few that have no personal quarrel with one way or the other. I have a particular bone to pick with General Clark, though.
Of course.
He represents the enforcement of authoritarianism here.
And out of everything that she has said, I was going to ask this last session, but I was still kind of in shock about everything. But everything she said about Brighthaven and the government and it being like corrupt and stuff, would I know from my time growing up stuff she says like legit?
Make a history check.
Okay. A 19.
So, I mean, there is definitely some corruption because, like, you and Zird helped with that. Like, you paid off guards and officials and, like, had them in your pocket. You know that there are spies for, you know, various factions within the council and the Myriad and all kinds of stuff. In general, that was, you know, corruption that benefited you, and then there was kind of this, like, mutual understanding of, like, hey, you scratch my back, then, and I'll look the other way, kind of thing.
Right.
Which you guys certainly didn't have a problem with, but is technically corruption. From what you know, since you rolled high enough, I would say, like, from your read on her, you have no reason to disbelieve her, but from what you know of the city and corruption and stuff, like, and your guys' experience with General Clark, like, obviously, he a dick, but, it seems like there is something more and possibly personal as to, like, why she hates them so much, but that hate does seem genuine.
Okay.
And, like, there are some possible bases and facts that you know of that could support that.
Did she have any reactions to any of the names that I mentioned?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
Is she still sitting at the bar and we're all just sitting at this table?
Yeah, basically. She's, like,
Okay.
sitting back, like, leaned against the bar in this kind of very relaxed yet confident posture.
It's like one of those, like, timeshare? Is it usually timeshare? The ones I've been to was, like, finance. It's like one of those dinners that they feed you for free while they spout their bullshit.
They're bullshit.
Probably.
Oh, I just remember my question. Kanaka says here, so, sorry, still on topic. How do you know so much about us? I understand your son and maybe Scarlet, but how do you know about certain things about Carl and I?
I mean, Carl is probably the one I know the least about, but in kind of, like, motions to the cloaked archers that are around the room and are like, I have spies everywhere. I have money in pockets in many places. I hear things.
Really? How much do you know about me?
I know... Sarah, how much would she know about you specifically?
Because my impression, this is Frode, my impression is that she's only been a part of the Red Hand maybe for what, 5 years, 10 years?
Probably. Yeah, she... Hang on just a second.
Go ahead, bluff your way out of this one.
She says, you know, I know a fair bit about you. I have a feeling that you are responsible for why you all disappeared for a few weeks.
Ridiculous.
Lies.
I know that you have an interesting heritage, and at one point in another life you were essentially a lieutenant of Zariel, but
Oh.
other than that, most of what I know about you is what you've done in the city in the last month or so.
Well, that's everything. All right.
Yeah, that checks off everything on the list.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, okay.
It's everything we know about you.
Well,
What is
everything I
she,
know
the
about me.
DM?
Kanaka tells her, so what do you know about
So like I will say specifically, like based on I would say just based on like your passive insight and the information she gave and like specifically not mentioning that you and Scarlet are related, she doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Is-
I would tell her.
At least based off passive insight and things that she has said so far, that is not something she has given up. And if she's trying to prove herself, you'd think, hey, that would be something she would mention if she wants to like flex about how much she knows about us.
Okay, so what does she know about Scarlet? Let's just go around the table and see what she knows about
Yeah,
everybody.
I
what does
know
she know about
Krug's just
everybody
like, do
specifically?
Krug next, do Krug next.
Krug, you are probably the most interesting member of this little group. I do have to say, hearing reports of you taking a giant piss in the middle of the city council chambers, I laughed for a good hour about that one. That was pretty amazing. I know that you come from a land quite far away and was once a member of a. They were nomadic, right? Nomadic-ish.
Nomadic-ish, yeah.
You were a member of a nomadic orc tribe in a land far away. Don't know too much more about that. I know that despite your appearances, you're actually a decent musician. I think back in the days when I was in a troupe, you might have had an interesting side act with us. But those days are long behind me now. And let's see here. So yeah, that's roughly what I know about you.
This lady good.
Yeah, honestly, the person I know the least about is Carlonius. Obviously, I know basically everything there is to know about Talon. I know quite a lot about you, Scarlet. You were Zird's protege and helped him a lot with everything that happened. I was very saddened when events transpired the way they did. But this is a messy business and sometimes things happen. Please accept my sincerest apologies. I think perhaps if I hadn't gotten a 2-week head start on you once Bernard left, that maybe you might have made a great leader of the Thieves Guild here, but if we were to go at odds, I think you'd have quite a bit of catching up to do at this rate. And Kanaka, you're another one that I don't know a ton about, other than you match the description of someone else from a while back. A sea elf who caused problems and got in trouble with the Thieves Guild around here a few times for committing crimes that were unsanctioned. And now you're back, and missing an eye. I'm not sure what that's about, but I have my personal theories.
No, I get that a lot. That I look like somebody. It happens.
Just one of those faces, you know?
Blue, I'm not sorry.
I just, every time I look at the chat, I see that and I crack up all over again.
See which thing?
Oh, Giga Piston. She was like, but does she know what that dick do?
Why? I don't.
She knows so much else.
She knows everything about everyone. But does she know what that dick do?
Like, cause Giga typed that. My question before that I had is gone. Like, I don't.
It's the only question that's important. Somebody ask her. I'm begging you.
unusual dressing habits, it'd be hard not to know. Kind of out there. I think Faint indicates to the rest of the group that we
Ooh.
should talk about this as a group, independent of all these other jerks.
Yeah.
Would she allow that?
I don't know. Hey, we're gonna huddle. Don't listen.
Did I see them? How much did I see? Like, did I watch everyone die? Was I running away? Like, you just
There was a lot of chaos, and it was definitely hard to tell everything that happened. You at least thought, like, you were fairly convinced that you saw her die in front of you.
Mhm.
Like, your dad was killed first, like, basically, like, axed to the head by a raider. And then she died closely after getting, like, run through by a bandit running by, like, on a horse. Like,
Okay.
you were fairly convinced that she had died right in front of you.
Was it worth it to you? All of their deaths?
Some of them, that was the point.
Was
Others
that-
were casualties.
Is that your plan the entire time? I mean, sounds. It is. Am I? Is it your plan? Is that why I'm here?
My plan is definitely part of the reason why you are here. And you see her get, like, really forlorn, and while she's been, like, laid back and relaxed and had this air of confidence about her, this is the first time you all notice her kind of get a little shaky and kind of, like, lose that edge of confidence, and she kind of, like, looks down at the ground, like, isn't maintaining eye contact as well, and she says, "There are things that happened that you were not aware of. And I needed them to stop. And I needed them more than just to stop. I needed for those to pay for what happened. And I needed the structure that allowed it to happen to be torn down. That's what my ultimate plan is."
Did you ever love us? Or we were just a.
Of course, and I
Object.
still love you.
Then. I mean.
If you had stayed with me, you would have been in grave danger. But now, as the years have passed and you've been in a safe place, you have shown yourself capable. I'm no longer worried about your safety. You can take care of yourself now.
We. Spent
Roll
years
an
on-
insight check, Morning. Sorry, what was it? What'd you say, Tom? Last bit.
Oh, I was gonna let her do the insight check, but sure. Don't even remember. Oh, I do, but we spent years on the road, and I mean, there were plenty of times when, I mean, you guys put up a great face, but I mean, I could tell you were scared, and I mean, when you live with actors, you sort of learn. But I mean, You taught us for years that family is the only thing that mattered, and not. Why wouldn't you come back? Why wouldn't you just? And I mean, was all of it a lie? I mean, how could you? How could you have them killed?
She kind of like leans forward a little bit. I don't know if I'm fully ready to tell you. And even if I did, I don't know if you would be ready to hear it. But everything that I've done is for you and your sister. That's what's mattered the most to me this whole time.
Sorry to interrupt this moment, but who ordered dangerous people to capture said family? Was it you?
For simplicity's sake, yes.
Hmm.
What's your name?
I mean,
Time to go to the random name generator.
I know that.
Pulling up notes. In what almost seems like another life, I was known as Carolina, but I prefer to be known these days as the Mistress.
Well, Carolina. My name used to be.
She arches an eyebrow at you.
My name used to be Balamel, and I reach out a hand. Nice to meet you. We're terrible parents.
Tanaka points.
She laughs and like shakes your hand with a firm and confident grip.
We need to talk about this.
Very well.
I have one more question for you.
Okay.
Did you know you have a granddaughter?
I did. Or wait, no, she did not know that. She said no, but yours?
Maybe
Faint
you
laugh.
noticed.
Krug just like, what? Talon
Maybe
as
you should have
baby?
checked in with us.
Papa
And-
Talon.
Wait, Kanaka raises his hand. Wait.
Guys, I have a sister.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
She has a daughter. It's the whole thing.
No, but would you remember, Talon, if you
Because
had
like
a baby with somebody else?
the kid though was like super young, right?
She was walking. I think she was like,
I thought she
5
was
or
like
6?
5 or 6.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, she
formed
looked
Oh, if she was
words.
5 or 6, she would have known that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the reason I joined this group.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, then yes, she would have known about the kid and would say so.
Put the kid through trauma.
Well, retcon all of that, I guess.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
I have no more
Agathon
questions for the
forgot.
witness.
Agathon forgot, but the mistress.
Tanaka's like, fair enough. What do you mean? You're telling me your mom put your sister through trauma that is gonna traumatize your niece, but she knew about it and ordered to still do it for simplicity reasons. Because she
And
doesn't want to
she-
give us the complicated answer.
Sounds
Um,
about right.
What happened to your eye, Kanaka?
Bro, again, it's still there. Minor spell, illusion. We talked about this, guys.
My gosh.
Just like the wings I don't have.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Krug. 1 gold that says Kanaka's eye isn't there. I bet if you use a finger you can find out.
Yep.
Guys.
I'll put a gold on that.
I was like, wait, no, Krug don't.
Krug, 1 gold says it's there. Prove me wrong.
And then I look
2
at the
gold says
mistress.
don't.
I look at the mistress. I'm like, he came out of your womb.
Krug, no.
she kind of looks at him and she's like, yes.
Like,
Father
how,
must have been a stunner.
how hard was it to teach him? Because I don't think he was this naturally. Or was he?
I learned early on to teach him more the things that he had interest in and was good at.
Fuck alchemy.
He is brilliant at the things that he is brilliant at, far more than almost anyone I've ever met.
So, was being a bard or a musician his choice?
Yeah.
Because if so, why doesn't he know how to write?
He is not as much of a visual learner as I am. We found that reading and writing was almost counterproductive, and he was much better at reciting stories, learning speeches, hearing music. He was gifted more audibly.
Okay.
Still is.
Kanaka looks at Talon. Talon, do you still have those papers of your General Clark song?
No?
Where did it go?
Threw them away?
I mean, we have literally been to hell and back.
Oh, that's right.
Since then, yeah.
Why would I need them?
Because I was gonna show your mom your new writing system that no one can read, but you can read, obviously.
We don't need to go into her
I
terrible parenting. I think that's
don't
been established.
No, I'm saying he's smart. He made his own writing system only for himself. It's pretty.
The
genius.
thing is,
I don't think
Talon
he can read it.
Yeah, Talon didn't write, like, he was scribbling just to scribble, because he's seen people do it before, and he thought it was, like, productive to do it, and, like, he's seen other people do, like, he's, like, throughout all of his teachings, like, everyone's writing down shit, and they're just like, yeah, this is how we remember stuff, and, like,
So he makes-
you say it, sort of, like, you say it to him once, like, he'll remember it, or whatnot, but, like, he was just doing that, and he was like putting on a show for everyone to be like, oh yes, I was making up something, but he like it doesn't matter. Yeah, I
That's
threw them
perfect.
away. They're useless. They were
You say
scribbles
that?
on
Just
a
out of care,
piece
you
of
say that, but I
paper.
remember that one session we had a whole conversation with people trying to read those papers.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys did that.
Well, I remember at some point, didn't Scarlet help transpose his words
Charlotte
into?
wrote down the lyrics to the song or the poem or whatever it was that he wanted to spread around.
Yes,
Ruby
it could
saying
be
it.
mass
Yeah, but I think that
Yes.
was him literally saying it. Is how you wrote it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
It wasn't through looking at a piece of paper
I
and being
remember-
like, oh yes,
I-
let's clean
I-
up this
I-
handwriting.
I think it was Carl, Krug, and Talon. And Carl was like, "What is this scribbling?" He's like, "It's the language but no one can read it." But I can read it. I was like, "It's."
All a lie.
Yeah,
that is
that,
great.
but that was a lie.
All of that.
What?
Baloney.
That was in fact a lie.
Anyways, she kind of stands up and she says, I understand that this is a lot to lay on you all right now. So I will leave and allow you all to talk. We'll be waiting just outside. If you needed even more time, then let me know. But I have a mission for you and would like to discuss further details of how we can accomplish our goals. And she begins to walk outside. And she like signals to her scouts and they start going outside as well. Unless you guys say anything, then they'll go outside and close the door.
Okay, good.
You are now alone, as far as you're aware, in the Emerald Shield.
Oh.
There's nothing magic we can do to like make sure they don't hear us, right? We don't have spells.
Well, okay, wait. First of all, I know I'm not innocent of this exactly myself, but does anybody else have any secret bullshit that they want to put on the table now before we run into it later?
Wait, hold on. I can't do
Wait.
the,
Technically, well, it's not secret. Kind of told you, but I don't think me and I have talked about it to like define like the details of it, since it's like a thing I have to accept for myself.
Do I remember what the demon did, or what he looked like when he was doing the like Mordecai's like secret mansion or whatever it's called? The thing that you did in hell for us, that like you
So the
stopped.
spell that blocked him
Yeah.
from hearing us.
Do I remember what he
Oh.
did, like what his like hand gestures looked like?
Are you literally just trying to mimic him to no
Yep.
magical effect? 'Cause-
Nope, it's just gonna do it to fuck with you
Right.
guys.
So
but-
yeah, my suggestion then is that yeah, sure. Why wouldn't you remember that? It's a performance. That's like your thing, right? So it would make sense.
I could just put like a wall of flame by the door. That might be noisy.
Wait.
Yes, let's burn down the tavern.
Technically.
So
Wait,
like
Let me correct
you-
that. Let's burn down Scarlet's tavern.
So I'd say you could try to
Hey.
like roll an intelligence check to figure out like if you remember the hand motions.
Fucking
like-
do it.
It is not a spell that you are even capable of knowing. At least not yet. You have to like learn it through a magical secret.
Does anybody have like detect magic or something to notice if
No.
someone's listening in by spell?
We
Uh,
could
5.
yeah. So
You make some erratic hand motions.
Yeah. Hold on, hey, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna do the thing that the demon did for us, and I'm just gonna be like, choo 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 choo, and like, okay, let's talk now.
Carl's gonna be like, I don't trust that there's not anybody in here, so I'm just gonna start like running around and swinging my arms.
Wait. Why don't we just go into the basement? Cause it's pretty thick.
It's through a different
Yeah?
part outside. There's like a cellar.
Oh, it's outside. Oh, it's not inside. Oh.
No, there's like a cellar outside you go down through.
it doesn't matter if she hears us. I don't think, unless we're planning on like jumping her right now.
Guys,
That's
can I
probably
just-
not a good idea.
Can I,
I
just-
don't like our odds.
Guys,
No,
I
me
know I
neither.
troll. I know I do some iffy things, but if we're talking about killing people, I don't think I can go through with that.
No more of my family's gonna die. Not to die.
Nah.
I meant like council members or just people in general. Like if it's like innocent people that don't go through like trial and stuff, that
I have a feeling you're not the only one there.
they just can't
I'm
kill
guessing-
cold-bloodedly. Is what I'm saying.
I'm guessing she's not gonna have us do outright assassinations. just from the sounds of what she wants.
From what I from what I remember last night, it was the books, right?
Yeah, what do I know of the books? Like Exalted, I mean, from the titles, I would guess Exalted Deeds. It wouldn't be as bad a ritual, but Vile Deeds would probably kill them all.
Make either a history or arcana check. And because you've been reading a lot, I'll let you have it at advantage.
This is a plane-wide thing, right?
Yeah, I think.
It's or like multi-plane, planiverse.
What is
Huh?
it?
I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. The books, they're not just material plane things, right?
Correct.
So, like, is it? I guess what I'm saying.
It could be anywhere.
I want to roll too.
11. That wasn't good. The first one was an at 1, and the second one was an 8.
F
Okay.
minus.
Go ahead and roll, Fate.
F minus.
Thanks. Sorry, couldn't like communicate for a minute there.
So, Scarlet, you have heard of the Book of Exalted Deeds and the Book of Vile Deeds in like your random readings of stuff. You don't know very much what they are, other than they're powerful artifacts. Like they're
Yeah.
more than just books someone's written. But I mean, you also kind of gathered that from context clues from what
Right.
people have been saying. Not exactly a secret. Faint, you don't know a whole lot of about the Book of Exalted Deeds, other than it is kind of the polar opposite of the Book of Vile Deeds. The Book of Vile Deeds is a very interesting tome. It is theorized that it was written by Vecna himself, who was once a mortal who attempted to ascend to godhood, and the book was originally the kind of like the first time he tried it, because being a lich, he has had different lives to try, and he became one of the first masters of necromancy. He's like evil Merlin, kind of. And this Book of Vile Deeds was essentially his treatise, and like has a lot of his experimental spells, his lessons in necromancy, and ended up taking on almost like a magic in and of itself. It was more than just runes on paper. And there are theories about where it is. You once heard a rumor that Dis claims that it's in his library in the city of Dis. You've heard that Asmodeus has it, and or lets Dis keep it under his lock and key, but these are very much hearsay and rumors. It is certainly a more sought after book in the more evil side of things, like the Nine Hells. Demons would love to get their hands on it if they could. If Tiamat is the nuclear option, the Book of Vile Deeds getting into the hands of a powerful demon like Orcus or Grest would be kind of that version of the demons being able to kind of nuke the field, so to speak. That's how powerful an item is. Like, if Orcus got the Book of Vile Deeds, it would be fucking over for the Nine Hells. Is the general consensus. And the Book of Exalted Deeds is kind of its opposite, theorized to be written by a disciple of Bahamut, and it is it's kind of like if there was an artifact that was like the original Bible, the first one that had ever been written down, and the mythos behind it had taken on a life of its own. That would be kind of the same concept is what I'm getting at here. And you don't know much about the more minor books of these codices that she kind of mentioned. They are, you know, that there's multiple of them and they may exist on different planes, and they have different kind of powers and subsets of things. You know, when it all comes down to it, these books kind of align with like the alignment chart, essentially. Like, it's theorized that there's one for each square, but lawful good and chaotic evil are the polar opposites, where the strongest versions of those exist. So, like, the Book of Exalted Deeds is the lawful good one, the Book of Vile Deeds is the chaotic evil one.
Okay.
And all the other ones are theorized to be more minor Magicka books. Like, the true neutral one is essentially the Codex Mirror, which is like a whole bunch of minor, which is basically like learning magic in its purest essence for neither good nor evil kind of thing. In
Well-
fact, it is said, I'm gonna say this. Okay, none of you know this, but I'm saying it anyway. Just because I think it's cool. Whoever has the Codex Mirror is also known as the Sorcerer Supreme.
The Supreme.
Doctor Strange.
There's a little
Nice.
bit of Doctor Strange.
Oh, so we're using our made-up names now?
That might be my favorite line in all
Yeah,
of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Technically,
Really?
is it his made up name if he just leaves out his first name?
I mean,
No.
That's
my dad says he's Dr. Hughes. He doesn't always say he's Dr. Tyler Hughes.
But that's the joke. It's because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just telling people his name, right?
Yeah. He's Doctor
He
Strange.
doesn't have a name. I mean, Sorcerer Supreme. I guess that could be his made-up name. I suppose.
What's his
Anyway.
title?
Let's not get lost. Well,
mean, it's a
Spider-Man
thing.
is
Well, yeah.
clearly his title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so then I guess I would communicate what I remember about this stuff from growing up, like you grow up in the Nine Hells. My time in the Nine Hells, and can I say, you know, she's not asking us to do something like a fetch quest, you know. She wants us to do multiverse changing shit, potentially. So we should think carefully before we do what we're gonna do.
Question, Conquer Sister Group, from your vibes that you got from her, because what I got is seems like more of like a vendetta, vengeance type thing. So do you think she would prefer one over the other more?
I think Morning can't talk. Can you talk?
What? Sorry, what?
From the
Kanako
vibe
wants to
check,
know.
anybody, just you guys got from that.
I mean, I know she really, really hates authority. Like, there's a lot of hatred and anger. From my, I don't know which one she would prefer.
What do you everybody personally think, based off what we
I know she has an ulterior motive.
each vibed? Because I feel like she prefers the Viodes book. This is personally what Kanaka thinks. She prefers
I mean,
the Viodes
probably, but we don't have to find that one.
And I
We
think
just
she
have to
also
find any
mentioned.
of them.
I think she also mentioned just getting other vestiges
Either.
and stuff too.
Yeah, she did.
So generally speaking, she just wants us to gain power, then use it in certain ways. Might be good to know more details on her plan. But I think generally, my question is just, are we gonna help the mistress?
Well, do we think she's offered this job to anybody else?
Well,
Depending if we accept, like, would she
I-
offer?
Yeah, I don't think that she has exactly. I think she's been kind of manipulating everybody else, and maybe she's manipulating us now. But I think that's been her whole
Like-
deal. Is
Like if we go right, we agree with her. We go choose like what certain ones we're gonna get. How do we know that she won't send her own, I guess, people that she controls to go get the other one if they're capable enough?
we don't know that.
She probably has multiple teams looking for the books and for vestiges and things like that, because the more people she has looking, the better. But she has a vested interest in
Really?
our group
And
because of
we've-
Dingus.
We've proven ourselves a bit. She knows
does
that
that
having
change
us
our
against
decision?
her isn't good.
If there are other people going for other books and other things happening, does that change our decision? I guess fundamentally, I'd have to ask, what are we doing and why are we doing it?
I guess if we accept her offer, like the things we get, we can control what we do with it, right? She has no control over us. Like we can go get it, but it doesn't mean we're exactly going to help her.
Yeah.
In a sense, unless like she makes like a contract where we bind it to help her or something, if she's that capable.
I mean, getting the vestiges and or the books helps us in the long run, keeping Tiamat and the Red Hand at bay for a little bit.
I mean,
But-
I don't even think we're in a position to say no, really.
I mean, we could just say thanks but no thanks and do little adventure stuff. But I don't know, this is a toughie.
How long have we been back?
A day.
Less than a
day.
day.
Yeah, less than a day.
How
Been
long
like
does it?
14 hours.
How long does it take my cube to recharge?
It has recharged.
Oh no, we ain't go back there. I don't
That's
wanna.
so
Not going
funny
back.
you
No,
say
no,
that,
Okay,
Frode.
no,
Don't
Frode,
even.
I thought you watched. We had this conversation. We legit had this conversation. We're like, okay, are we allowed to throw the cube at her? And how long if we threw it and like it activates? Would it catch us and take us with her if
That'd be
we?
pretty immediate, isn't it?
Well,
Well,
it's pretty
so
immediate, yeah.
my point is that we have a way out definitively. We have a way out. If right now we decide we're not helping her, we can leave. It's not a great
I would rather.
alternative, but if we don't think we can fight our way out of here, there's an exit. I'm not gonna recommend it. I'd rather not. I'd almost
Well-
rather fight and die here against these idiots. But
Yeah, if we're gonna say no, let's fight like dwarves.
what do they fight
Thank-
like?
Technically, if we took her to the
We go
Nine
for
Hells, like,
kneecaps.
and knocked her out, and we took her to like this, right?
Very
Technically,
wise.
that technically fulfills our contract of information, and then the guy could plane shift us out and leave her there.
Yeah.
It's really good, Giga.
Hell yeah.
Go-
I will
Go
say,
for
I
the
don't think
kneecap.
Talon would be down for that. Like, out of
What are we
character.
doing, Talon? It's your mom. We
You
help
can
her.
fight them on your own. There's
No,
a
not
back door.
fighting
And I have
What
an
are we
easy
doing?
way to get out of here anyway, so
Are we helping her?
I
it's up
think
to you
at-
guys. I think I have a.
at this point
I'm a
we
little
work
biased.
with her.
Biased yes or biased no?
The other definition of biased.
Is there two? I'm confused.
Well, I don't know Talon's point of view. I could see him being mad at Mama and he doesn't want to help her, but I could also see him being,
He doesn't
help
want
her
her
mom.
to die.
Wait,
I don't
question,
think they
question,
care.
Talent question. So that's the worst option to fight her, maybe, whatever. But if she were to die again, will you burst in a ball of fire like her? Points at Scarlet. You have any secrets?
I don't think I would. Again, I would like to point this out to all of you. I am normal.
Normal.
I am a human
Can't read.
who is very, very
Racist.
normal.
Can't read.
Racist.
Does magic.
I
use
still
your
have
crap.
no idea.
You're a human bard that has exceptional.
What the
magical
fuck is wrong with all of you?
Has a secret mom who's a mob boss.
You know, that's just how some families are, man.
Oh,
Trust me.
okay.
Not mine.
Kanaka's
Nice
like, "Okay, I know-
normal family.
Guys, I know this is a stupid thought, you know, the whole General Clark thing, but what makes us think that General Clark isn't Talon's dad?
I could tell you right now that he's not.
Let's not go there. So we're helping.
Gross.
We're helping her.
I
We're doing this.
think at this point we say yes.
All right.
Helping.
Like, we work with her, not for her.
Kind of.
Yeah.
What
She
if she
points
just-
us in a direction and we go. Sure.
Or it's all a ruse to keep us out of this city for some dumb reason.
That's fine. I hate it here.
Yeah. Me.
She seems to really believe her cause. Like she genuinely thinks she's using the Red Hand for her own means. She seems really set on what she has talked about.
Honestly,
Really?
that's the most worrying part of this story to me.
But
You
Kanaka's
got that? You figured that out?
Kanaka's
Proud of
like,
you.
I know
She knows how to read.
devil's advocate here, but
Wait.
every
Talon
bad
just
guy
talk
that's
down to somebody
Yeah, he talked down to
Yes.
me because he's a dick.
about their like intelligence. Like, did he just talk down to somebody's like
Yes.
logical capabilities? Did
He
that just
talked
happen?
down my nat
Very
20
much.
insight check that I got.
Very much.
every
Thank
bad guy
you.
that we've ever met thinks they're in the right because they believe what they're doing is correct.
Nobody's right. It's all bullshit.
Guys, if we're gonna
You right.
help her, he puts
I'm
his
usually
fingers,
right.
help her. I need to see an astronomer so we know a better timeline before we leave the city by whatever means again.
For
Kanaka,
what-
it's November.
I know what day it
15.
is. I just need to know the moon cycles, please.
Just look at the fucking moon.
That's not how that
It-
works.
It looks like a circle.
Not always.
Fuck you, right?
Oh boy.
So yeah, let's say yes provisionally.
Do we
That
say
we
the
can
word,
pull out anytime we want.
Do we say the word provisionally?
Conditionally?
I don't know. You would know.
But like, would she
Never heard that
Words.
as a phrase.
do you think she would
Cool,
accept provisionally? Because if she does, I'm down.
Why don't you just?
I mean, we're
Subject to further confirmation for the time being. Picard says it in the first episode of TNG.
Nerd.
nerd. But yeah, I think we can. If she gets pissed off about us being like, well, we can walk on this anytime we want, which I mean, that's kind of what she implied, but we get her to say it,
Why don't you just
and
not tell
I'll
me?
feel a little better about it.
I feel like I really need to teach you how to lie. Then, you know, you can say a lot of the truth, but also just leave parts of it out, and it's still truthful. Usually.
Thank you, Talon.
After
We
our
all
time in
aware.
hell, I've learned a couple things.
we know how to lie.
Do you?
Yes.
Lie to me.
Can I do? Can I be
Again,
like, yes,
again.
I'm an amazing liar, and do a deception check on it?
Lie to you. My eye is gone.
One of us tells only the truth. The other one tells only lies.
Kill them both.
My eye is gone.
Is that guard dead? No. This one's the liar.
Smartest guy I know, Talon.
Smart as rocks. So, Kanaka, I think you're the only one that's like, well, Krug. I just don't think Krug knows what's going on anymore. He needs a break.
Kanaka looks at Craig. Craig,
Stop eating
You-
the table.
do you know we're back in real world?
I think we went over this.
He nods. Okay. Craig,
yeah.
we go back to hell? Yes or no?
Go back? What you mean?
We're not going back.
Yeah, we're not going back.
You brought it up.
Johnson, I'm not going back.
I was just making sure we had all the, cards on the table.
Where are the cards?
I'm not going back.
They're
Oh my
metaphorical cards, Talon.
Is that when people use literally wrong? Is that what, are you trying to use that word correctly?
Do you know how to use it right?
No.
There we
Well, Then it might be.
I literally don't know how to use the word literally or the word metaphorically correct.
go. Those are big words for you, buddy. I'm surprised.
I'm
So,
surprised you got
Kanaka,
it out.
Scarlet, how do you feel?
I think I already said. I think at this point we just say yes. We go along with it.
As long as we're not killing anybody really in cold blood, then
If we have to do that, I'll take care of it for you.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We're
That's,
killing
Kill
everybody. Got
people?
it. Okay.
that's not how that works, guys.
What is wrong with you guys?
Kill everyone.
Says the guy who put heated metal in somebody's pants.
I have never killed anyone. I don't know what you want, but I can tell you right now, I have never killed someone.
That
anyone.
might actually be true, which is
Okay.
not necessarily a good thing in this case.
Okay. Has Talon ever hit a finishing blow on anybody we faced?
No, I legitimately do not think that Talon has ever done anything.
I've killed a knoll. That doesn't count as a
In the
person.
very- in the
I
very
think he,
first-
I think he
in the
mocked
very
an
first
undead knoll to
section.
death.
Yeah.
No, I
Well,
shot him with
he
the
didn't,
blast.
He didn't kill any of like the
Or
human.
no, I shot him with
sword-
like a crossbow or
No.
something. I don't know.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he's fucked with people's like sense of reality. He's healed us.
I've
He
never
was-
killed anyone, man.
He didn't
Why
kill
would
the
I kill
You didn't kill the
people?
archers? You didn't kill any of those archers or the pirates? No?
Why would I kill them?
You helped.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean,
You're an
I don't kill
accessory.
people.
Yep.
Accessory to murder.
Fair, but I mean, I'm an accessory for a lot of things.
You're just arm candy at this point. But yeah,
For-
well, I mean, like I said, we tell her, but we can walk at any time for any reason. This is at will employment from both sides.
We ain't gotta tell her shit. We
So
ask her
why
for
you tell her that?
information. We ask her for information. She gives it to us. We leave.
This is where we stay, guys. Why are we gonna leave this place?
We're gonna have to go get stuff.
Leave.
We'll go
I
to
meant-
the
I-
astronomer before we go anywhere.
I thought you meant
Yeah.
like I thought you meant like we'll leave this place to her and then she has it forever. I'm like,
No.
confused, guys. This is cool confusion, not Kanaka confusion.
Oh.
Confused here. I'm like, wait.
It's just hard to draw the line.
Yeah.
It's very true, though.
Kind of like how sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a Talon joke or a Dolphin
Mhm.
joke.
I think it's both. They're one and the same person, but Dolphin's just smarter. than
Usually one
Talon.
and the same.
I like the meme we had earlier. If we gave Dolphin the circlet of the wise or intellect.
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 Circlet of intellect. It says his ant at 19.
He's like, will Talon be like an asshole?
Yeah, he
So
is.
He just transcends human body.
I get to actually like think about what I was saying. It'd be nice.
Talon, go get your mom for us.
Do you?
I mean,
Please.
I'll just send her a message. Be like, we're done. The fuckers. Wait, can I send it telepathically or do I have to say it?
I think it's
Are
like-
you using sending or message?
Message.
That's like a whisper under your breath that is imperceptible, so no one else could hear what you said.
I'm like, okay, we're done. The fuckers are ready. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Carl's intuition of having a sibling, it's like, I know that tone, just punches him in the arm.
Ah!
Just the look on his
What
face.
have I ever
Just the look
done
on
to you?
And they,
Tanaka just hits his forehead when he sees Carl punch him. He's like,
and they come back in, and she says, "Very well. So are you in? Can I assign you your first mission?"
Papa faint.
You can suggest a mission, and with the information you give us, we'll make a decision.
Very well. Faint, as you have so rightly pointed out, the vestiges of divergence are an important artifact, and you guys have attained one, but there are many more still to attain. My preference would be that we get one for all of you before our time is to a point where we want to go find one of the more powerful magic books. I have some information for some of them. Some are easier to get to, others are not. I have information on the location of a few of them, though.
Which one's the easiest?
Depends on your definition of easiest. The one that I have the most information on, that I absolutely know exactly where it is, might be one of the hardest to get. But it's on this plane. It's easy to get to.
Right.
It is in the Dragon Horde of the Red Dragon of the Dreadfire Archipelago.
Ooh.
yeah, baby, let's go!
Christ.
Just a dragon, right? No big deal.
Sure. And she just kind of smiles. I have heard rumors that the rogue White Court vampire that attacked Zird had one as well.
Do you have any information on her?
Unfortunately, I do not, other than I don't think she is still in the city because all of my contacts have not seen her since that night.
Where is the White Court? How would we be able to get in contact with the White Court?
So, give me just a second. Pull up some notes. There are emissaries of the White Court in town that you could talk to. Mostly the White Court is fairly decentralized. They're somewhat territorial beings and they don't hunt in each other's territory. There is an emissary here and there is a White Court vampire here that runs one of the more prominent brothels in town. If you needed to, you could talk to them. There is another one that lives up in the Eastern Mountain Range somewhere, though I don't know much about that one. It is rumored that there is one near Wintersong Castle, perhaps a secret member of someone that works there, but there's not much information about that. In general, in other areas or continents, it is probable that you might find one. But you'd have to talk to the emissary more about that. There is Um, yeah, so those are the two that I know of. Those two items are the ones that I know are the closest. There are a few others that are rumored to be on other planes of existence, with other beings having control over them. Hang on just a second. Speaking of, I need to go grab my book that has all this stuff in it. Which is right here.
Wait, so does that mean she doesn't know about the one that Krug knows of? The Titan Knuckles?
She has not mentioned it.
Okay.
There's
Also,
other
is she-
ones you there's
also,
other
is
ones
she-
you had mentioned that she hasn't mentioned yet.
Okay, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
too. Like, is she giving us new ones or just
The
more
Dragon
information?
Horde is a new one.
Mhm.
Like more on the same ones
Yeah.
that we've gotten before.
The Dragon Horde is a new one. I already figured out that the bitch who killed Zird has Whisper.
So there's two of them? Question mark.
No, I think she just has the one.
Yeah,
Oh.
I already figured out that she has a vestige.
Mhm.
But the White Court emissary info is new.
Yeah. She says that she thinks there is one, or there. Trying to decide what she would know versus what I know.
Mhm. Right.
There is also oh yeah, that's probably where that is. Interesting. Yeah, she says there is also a rumor of a vestige that was once under the purview of someone known as the Spider Queen, and it is rumored that the Fae have stolen it from her.
Can you be more specific in which Fae?
The rumor is it's the Winter Court that has stolen it. To what end, I do not know. Where they have it, I am unsure. But that is the other information that I have. I have reason to believe that the Winter Court has given it to one of their High Sealy, and its location is moving. There's rumors that sometimes it makes it to this plane of existence. There may be others that know of more. I will certainly continue my hunt and gaining more information of locations of these various vestiges as I can. But these are the easiest ones that I know of now. And depending on which one you go after, I will give what resources I think are necessary that you could use. if you so request them. I will leave it to my discretion what I deem necessary to give you for your ventures. As you acquire the vestiges, they will be yours to keep. There is currently no direct payment other than helping me achieve my goals. If my goals are achieved, I will shower you in gold for all that you have done.
That sounds painful.
Not like that, dear. But the adventure along the way to acquire some of these items may find you all in riches of your own. Especially if you manage to get into the Dragon's Hoard.
Question. Is
Mhm.
dragons... Oh, Kanaka asked this to her, because I don't think Kanaka knows. Is dragon treasure cursed?
There can be cursed items in it, for sure, but it is not inherently cursed.
Okay.
Stealing from a dragon is probably not the best of ideas. So hopefully we can ask very nicely.
I feel like usually when you steal from a dragon, it's dead.
I don't want to kill any more dragons.
Yeah, Talon.
Any
I
more
have
dragons?
questions.
Also, like, you guys have known, and especially Kanaka knows from, like, sea shanty stories and stuff like that. The dragon that lives in the Dreadfire Archipelago, and I think I probably said this before, but, like, is a huge dragon. It is a red dragon, and it is a menace of those shipping lanes. Like, it doesn't do it often, but, like, once every decade or two, it'll just snatch up like an entire ship out of the water and just steal it and take it back to its hoard.
Should probably try and get other vestiges before we tackle the dragon.
Do we know what vestige is in the dragon hoard, or we just know one's there?
Just know that one is there. They're not sure which one it is. They have some ideas. They think it is a garment of some sort. They're not sure which one.
Okay, recap.
Totally care.
Okay, hold on.
I say we go after Whisper first.
I
vampire?
want to kill her so bad.
She like already dead.
Yeah, but like really kill her. Like find her coffin and stab her in it.
Oh yeah, that's how we're supposed to kill. I was like, I remember we had this conversation. I just don't.
Yeah, I
remember
have all the
how we-
info on White Court Vamps.
Wait.
I rolled really good.
I'm pretty sure only like other elder vampires are able to kill other elder wait, that's The Witcher.
Jeez.
I'm gonna ask the mistress if she has ways for us to plane shift. Because if we ever, by some circumstance, ended up in the Nine Hells again, like we would need a way to get out.
Or anywhere else for that matter.
True.
So what did we end up doing with Meloria?
She's
Oh,
back at her store.
We rezzed her, and then Kika didn't let me take random items to help her out.
Exactly how mad was she at us?
She was very happy that we brought her back. We get, what was it, 5%, 10% discount at her store now?
5%.
It was a 10% discount. I remember very
5%.
distinctly.
Oh, Ag, no, you can't put that one on Ag. I remember what I said.
Ag has like a
When it comes to discounts.
big sticky note on his monitor, 5% off.
we should make her an honorary member of Krug and Fens and Krug.
She
kind of doesn't want to
I
see
am
it.
done with this bullshit. I'm not an
Well,
adventurer
yeah,
anymore.
but she can be the guy in the chair, you know?
She kindly
She
declined.
can be the elusive man.
You know, we
You
try
know what I
to
mean?
tell.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
try to convince Ag to add a 0 after the 5, and he said no.
But yeah, I don't think she really wants to see us for a little bit.
But
I mean,
you know,
I'm
she
going
could
to
do
pick up
some
my wand in
research
a week, so.
on plane
But
shift,
I'm
etc.
asking the mistress about plane shifting.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I am capable of doing that. It depends on which plane you want to get to, because you need to have a specialized tuning fork that is attuned to that plane. But yes, there are places that I could theoretically plane shift you if need be.
Or what planes can you shift us to? By
Well, the most important thing I can do is I know how to plane shift to Sigil.
It's pronounced sigil.
It is not. The city is pronounced Sigil. The
Wait,
item
let me-
is pronounced Sigil.
hold on, let me find that map because I think you should. Okay.
Sigil is known as. I just fucking fuck you, Dolphin. Sigil is known as the City of Doors. If
City of
you
Doors.
if you have if you know the right people and can buy your way to the right places, they can get you keys to go to doors to anywhere in the multiverse. Various areas and planets on the material plane, various other planes of existence. Although mostly those doors go to what are called gate cities, for the outer planes. Those are places such as I need to find what I did with that picture so I can. I sent you all that picture, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. I have notes on the Outlands.
I have like the picture.
I
like,
still have the book
yeah,
on the
yeah,
Outlands.
one of my
actually.
Discord thingamabobs. Like I have like a whole DnD like tab.
Nerd.
Hey, I just want to remember certain things.
Yeah. So
Just play low-end
planes,
characters, so you don't have to.
planes such as Arborea or Mechanus or Mount Celestia. Interestingly enough, there is a way to get to Mount Celestia from here. If for some reason you wanted to go there,
Is it called walking?
a fair bit of walking is involved.
No.
Wait.
I just
Maybe we'll
opened,
just have Krug yeet you.
I opened to a page where I wrote really big, OMG, the mistress is the new head of the myriad. Ah!
Wait, can I ask? So you can plane shift us there, but you can't plane shift us back? Question mark.
Oh, I can definitely plane shift back to the material plane.
All in like one go.
Yeah. Wait, is that true? Or would she need to take a nap first?
Like,
Yeah.
She could theoretically do it in one go.
like we would call, like we ask her for help, she comes to us, and then she takes us out. Okay.
If you can get a hold of her.
Kanaka looks at Talon.
Does
And she's
message-
available.
Talon, do you know any way to contact your mother?
No, I think if I would, then I would have done it a while ago.
You have.
Just watching everyone's heads break.
Mhm.
Can
I
you
mean,
get us access
Now
to
I
the?
can.
Yeah,
Wait,
now you can.
Kanaka asks this straight. So, from your experience, is sending messages across planes safer in other places, or is it just dangerous in the Nine Hells?
My initial instinct would be that the Nine Hells would be more dangerous just by its nature. Does that sound right, Ag?
Probably, yeah.
Other places might be safer than the Nine Hells.
But what do you think, from your experience in terms of message sending?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not really a magic specialist. It's not really what I do. Cop
I know.
out.
I know how we can find out.
Yeah, just try it. Let's see what happens.
Are we gonna send Talon to a different plane?
Yeah.
I sent a
Think-
message to Mort saying, "Hey, how's it going?
Don't do that.
I think we're testing this out. Yeah, cool. Bye."
Oh.
Mort. Oh no.
Oh, Rip Mort, he's gonna die again.
Goodbye.
He's gonna get knocked down a peg.
You hear a voice in your head say, who is this? Talon? Where are you? That's it.
Sucks for him.
You get one.
Yeah, it seems to work. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she would probably have to go with us if she plane shifted us somewhere. Or does she not have to be there? It's just kind of a
She has to
show
go
up.
with us. She has
Yeah.
to go with us. She'd go with
Oh,
us,
okay.
and then she'd come back, and then we would message her when we're ready to come back, and she'd come pick us up. Talon would be like, "Mom, I'm ready. Come pick me up."
Mom, I'm
Mom,
scared.
it's really scary here.
Kids are drinking alcohol. I'm scared.
Is that what you cost your parents for when you're at
It's mine.
Oh, it's a Vino.
Yes.
No, that was definitely Morningstar.
It was
Yeah.
Morningstar's vine.
Yo,
Can you personally make
Both
it?
things are true.
All the credit.
Kids are drinking beer.
Krug's Beach House Club and Krug. I like it. I'd watch it.
I imagine it's like exactly the same, but instead of Lindsay Lohan, it's just it's just Krug. Like he says everything, like he says everything the same that Lindsay Lohan says, but just like in the Krug way he would say it.
You know what you should do? You should do like the reverse of the Sarah Cooper videos where like she says and mocks whatever Donald Trump says.
Mhm.
Instead, you should do like Krug voiceovers of the shit Lindsay Lohan says.
That lotus flower? Me like lotus. Krug like lotus, because he doesn't say me, it's Krug.
Krug's sister has tattoo too.
May you not fired.
Wait, what?
Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. Trust me, you don't want to know any more than
Lobster
that.
is
Yep.
Krug Sebastian. Krug is Ariel.
Underwater screaming.
Krug is Ariel. I can get with that. I can get with that. Krug just thinking, up where they walk.
God.
So, what is your decision?
Let's go kill a dragon.
No!
Let's go kill the bitch who killed Zeod.
Let's go steal something from a dragon.
That one will
No.
come later when we have more vestiges, I think.
Wait, wouldn't that just be harder to kill since we would theoretically be stronger?
Yes, we're playing a video game where the enemies level up with you.
Yeah, it's scaled.
Hey!
DM, I do what I want.
God. You gave him the idea.
I kind of thought that's what he's been doing. We fought a dragon once before, we almost killed it, so I don't see the problem with killing it
What
another
dragon did we fight before?
time. Oh, the one that you got
The
knocked
big
out.
dragon.
The one that tried to drag you off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Kanaka
See,
looks
I don't
at
even think that's a
looked at
dragon.
Talon's
Like,
mom as like,
It
so
was definitely a dragon.
just
so-
an elf.
so did you? So, Kanaka's
All
like,
right,
so,
does Talon think it's an elf? Just
No, that's
elf
just
think
how I
it's an elf.
remember it. Like, I was like, elf turned
no,
into
it was
dragon thing.
No, yeah.
It was like a dragonborn, and like it just breathed on it. Like, I don't remember, man.
It was a poison dragon. Kanaka just looks at Talon's
Do you
mom.
remember?
So did you send the Toido and the dragon? Or is it somebody else?
The what?
The Toido?
Turtle.
She still just kind of looks at you blankly. What are you talking about? What turtle and dragon?
Well-
I don't think she's connected to the Red Hand on the Nine Hells side.
Oh, well, we ran into a turtle and a dragon that almost kidnapped your son.
Interesting. Faint, did you say that bit out loud or just out of character?
No, I said that in character so that she could hear it. And I would even look at her when she looks confused, and I would say, I think you have this under control, but you're playing with things that are a lot bigger than you.
Things that are bigger than you will play with you whether you want them to or not.
Right, but when you're an ant hiding in the grass, it's fine. You come out on the street and you start biting at everyone's heels. Then things start trying to stomp on you.
Which is why we need to get the ants some bazookas.
What are these bazookas you talk of?
Big
Or some-
explosives.
No, but in this
Some people
metaphor-
call it a fluffernutter.
Wait, is this like a Ants movie reference?
Gazongas.
In this metaphor, you're an ant who wants to overthrow grasshoppers.
You didn't mean that literally?
Oh, this is Bug's Life. Okay.
He doesn't know how to use the word literally.
You fight.
You really dropped the ball in his education. I'm just saying. In this metaphor, you're an ant trying to overthrow other bugs. The people that are trying to step on you are literal demon princes and archdevils, things that you can barely comprehend.
I've seen quite a bit, and I can comprehend quite a bit. Do you not think if I were capable of plane shifting to a place like Sigil that I would not know what I was getting myself into at this point?
So you're aware of the goings-on of the Red Hand in Avernus?
I know of some of the goings-on of the Red Hand. I don't exactly attend a weekly meeting.
Well, maybe you should call a weekly meeting. Get that into your calendar.
Wait.
You
before I
don't
ask my
want
question,
that.
What was the
Doesn't
lieutenant's
work
name
well.
again?
Just
For the
screws
past
up
3 weeks,
everyone's
okay, out of
efficiency.
character. For the past like 3 or 4 weeks, I've had fucking daily meetings that I had to lead, and I had to take notes. Jesus fucking Christ, some of the worst shit in my entire life. Saturday and Sunday too. Fucking horrible.
Right,
Christ.
brother.
Ooh, that's
Right.
rough.
That
Ugh.
blows.
Yeah,
you go.
my life has been meetings. You should have seen my schedule from Monday. Maybe I'll post it here.
One of those just blocks of blue.
Yeah.
But anyway, so okay, the point is, you're mortal playing with immortals. It's dangerous. Just keep an eye out.
Wait, Attic, what is the lieutenant's name? Wait, what was his name again?
Oh, the guy we made a deal with?
No, the turtle and the dragons thing person that they were gonna take us to. What was his name?
The turtle, the elf referred to him as Kroll.
So okay, Kanaka asks Talon's mom. So do you know of Kroll?
And I'll say, but before I respond, I'll also say, Kroll mentioned someone named Archon.
Crow was the turtle.
Kroll. Okay, so do you
She
know
mentioned
Kroll?
a lieutenant, or I think it was a lieutenant named Archon.
Yeah, so
I am not familiar with anyone named Kroll. Do you bring up Archon?
yes. So do you know Archon?
Yes, Archon I do know of. He is one of the ones leading the efforts.
Well,
He has amassed quite a bit of power in and of himself.
well, that his little minions wanted to take us to him.
Oh, I'm sure they did. You would
You
have
know-
made good snacks to some of them.
So they're gonna eat us?
I mean, they might have if you had gone with them. I don't know.
Okay, so
That's not surprising, is it?
no, but like, okay, so if
She was a
well,
dragon, like a literal dragon.
Okay. But you say snacks, but then why did they take Talon? Wanted to take Talon unconscious?
I couldn't tell you.
Insight check.
Alright, make an insight check.
Okie dokie. No, that was a 3 plus 3, 6. I don't know anything.
Seems honest.
Luck.
She's tapped, Kua.
No, I'm not, but I don't want to use. Oh, that's okay.
Last luck. When did you use your second one?
Earlier when I made another insight check.
Oh, okay. Alright, I was like, pretty sure you only remember you only using one, but okay, that's nice.
All right, we don't need to go into it anymore. We get information on Whisper, go get it, and come back.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Then tonight. Hang on a second. Come to the Lucky Bear tonight after dark. And I will introduce you to the emissary. And people familiar with Brighthaven would know that the Lucky Bear is one of the brothels in town. And it's one of the real fancy ones, and like the entire first floor doesn't really look like a brothel. It's more like an upscale restaurant and bar with like fancy chandeliers and magically enchanted lights all around the room. Like, it is nice. Like, some people just go there for dinner and like don't even order off the upstairs menu, so to speak. It is a very fancy place in town.
Okay.
All right.
I guess.
Yeah.
I will make the introduction and allow you to do what you will to try and track down this elf with the dagger, and feel free to send me a message if you need, but expect a package here in the morning. It may help us with our communication some.
Ooh.
All right. Fine. Okay. Okay. Wait, do we have to dress up?
It would be advised, but you don't have to, I suppose.
This is me dressing up.
We're lucky
Very
to put
well.
on a shirt at all.
That's also Krug dressing up.
I imagine he'll fit right in there.
Fair point.
Okay. All right. So it's what, like noonish, early
Yeah.
mid morning. Okay.
About. Yeah. It's
All
around
right.
noon.
Need a long rest.
All right.
All right, Kanaka, let's go get you some moon phases.
Yay.
Scarlett, do you know where the astronomer is in town?
Do I?
Probably.
Yeah,
Nerd.
I grew up here. I know things. I know where
Let's
things
change
are.
that.
Yeah, and I am a nerd, so you know what? I'm
Go look
okay
for the
with it.
astrologer.
Astronomer, but okay.
To be fair, in this world, that's probably the same thing.
Fair. And then I have to go buy a comb. And it's probably something nice.
Oh, you're gonna comb your beard?
Yeah, dude. I need to rebraid it. It's getting a little scraggly after hell.
Kua, do you want me to RP out the finding of the moon phases, or do you want me to just tell you what you would find? We can RP it out if you want, or I can just let you know. Say you guys take the time to go find it and do the thing and what it is.
Do the
What does
thing.
everybody else want to do before I answer that?
I wanna get some freaking better armor so my AC goes up.
Oh yeah, I would like to find like a bracelet or fucking amulet of armor, something. Shit.
Okay, so
Get some like
I guess
Set
I guess on our way to the astronomy person, we'll do everybody's armor, like RP that stuff. I guess.
I don't need to RP it. I just want to get better armor.
Yeah, and I actually might call this kind of a short session just because
That's fine.
I had a long
Yeah.
day. It's getting late for Frood.
Okay.
I
So-
appreciate it.
So we can do shopping and stuff like offline, like what you need, and I'll like let you know what they have.
Okay.
Kanaka, for finding out the moon phases, you find what you feared, that the next solstice that also occurs on a full moon is this next one coming up, roughly December 22nd. So 37 days away or whatever.
Bro,
Oh no.
we gotta be speedier than the Flash, guys. We gotta be speedy boys and girls.
I don't remember the implications of this.
Where
That's
wait,
because
didn't we
Kua
tell us?
hasn't told you.
Krug is
Oh,
I
strong.
was there in the astronomer
Krug
shop,
is
like,
not
dude, why-
fast.
Yeah, dude, why are you crying?
why are you crying?
And then you should have saw my face when Agger like the winter court has it. I was like, I slapped my forehead. I'm like, no way, dog. For one of the messages, I'm like, oh my god.
We
Please
also
don't-
still have information on other vestiges she didn't mention that Zero knew of. I
Bro,
have
I was
that
like,
info.
please don't be the person I'm thinking of that has the message, because that would suck. That would be hard. I'm not gonna be like torn apart. You'd be crying.
Literally or figurative? Literally or metaphorically?
God damn it.
Maybe both. Who knows, bro?
Christ.
No.
I got a hard sigh out of
So yeah, whenever
One of Frode's pet peeves is when people use the word literally incorrectly. That fucking drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's really
Does it literally drive you crazy?
it
Yeah.
metaphorically
Yeah.
drives me.
It literally makes me closer to insanity.
Excuse me.
so watching Parks and Rec is hard for you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
to
literally.
be honest, I know like those shows like The Office and Parks and Recs. I just never like really like was a super fan of those shows for some
Parks
reason.
and Rec is so goddamn good.
The Parks and Rec is real good. I'm not a huge fan of the mockumentary format, but there have been two mockumentaries that I have fucking loved, and the one is Parks and Rec, is one of my favorite shows of all time, and the other is What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows is amazing.
It's so good.
The emotional vampire. I know so many people like that in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, one of the writers said that this scene that I'm gonna post from Parks and Rec was 100% improvised by Chris Pratt.
Oh my gosh,
and he's,
yes.
and he's super mad about it because he's like, I could write jokes for 800 more years that would never be as fucking funny as this moment.
That's one of my favorite
Seriously.
moments from the show. It's so good.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
The internet
Oh, is that
says
that's the episode where she's sick?
yeah.
That is the best episode of television. Like all of
That's so
television.
good.
Like all of television? Like ever?
I mean, it's pretty fucking iconic. That episode is amazing.
That episode is that show. That's so good. That one
know.
and the snake juice one.
I
Oh
know,
god, the
right?
snake juice.
My
Thank
older
you,
cousin, when she used to live with us, she used to play like that all the time. I was like, I understand why it's funny, but
So-
It's so good.
Based on RP choices you all have made as well, so we can take care of shopping offline and we'll handle that. And you can just IM me individually and we'll talk it out. But next time we play, Frode, if you want to like stay and try to get a long rest at the end while everyone else goes shopping, you could if you want. But when we come back, everyone will be level 8.
Oh.
Right.
yes,
Yeah,
you're
wait,
you're
can we
amazing,
do that
Nick.
stuff now?
You can do it now if you want. Yeah.
I'm gonna level up right now.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Go,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
get-
yeah.
Either
Well, I
I
don't know
forget
what
what
feat
feat
I
I
wanna
was gonna
take.
choose, bro.
Yeah, same.
New feet.
Forgot what feat I was gonna choose.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to take.
The left foot.
Wait, wait. And we're doing the feat tree, so I have to remember.
I forget.
I
Is
wanted
this
to
The feat tree is pretty similar.
The
Right,
feat tree is
like-
optional. You could use regular feats if you'd rather.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
like
but
looking
I remember
through it, there was no difference between me taking the same feats as like the ones I wanted compared to like.
Wait, I forgot how the
taking it
feat tree
normally.
works again. Let me look at the PDF. I'm like, yo, what I know? Yeah, there it is. It's talent trees or whatever.
Yeah, action surge.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
I'm
you're a
about-
fighter.
I'm about to do so much
Oh.
shit in one turn.
I was like,
Yeah.
monks don't get action. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, let me read.
On the okay, one more thing. On the way out of the bar, he pulls a beaten up flask out of his pocket and chucks it onto the table, and it kind of clanks. And then he pulls out one of the iron spikes he uses as like a dart, and he just stabs it through the flask into the table, and then walks away.
Interesting. Okay.
Whoa.
I don't know how much talent. I think I have like. Let me look. I forget how. I read it. Now I have to remember what this was.
Guys, I could have 6 intelligence.
Amazing.
You're gonna
Is it-
learn how to
Is
read.
that plus? Is it wait? Is it 1 or 2 that you
It's
get?
-1.
Yeah.
Or no, it's -2. Be -2.
Oh, what was it? Was it Weapon Master?
I can learn a new spell from any school of magic. Let's go.
High
Let's
five.
go, dude.
Yeah.
What level? 1 or 2?
Not very high, like
I think
level
that's it.
2. Yeah.
So I have to
Pretty good.
decide between sleeping or shopping.
Mhm.
This is just like real life. I don't like it.
Christ.
You could tell someone what you wanted and they would go get it for you.
And he looks like baby in his jammies.
As
There you
long
go.
as you, as long as you don't ask talent to do it, you're fine.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's I don't see
Hmm.
what the problem is.
I would probably hand that one off to Scarlet.
Wait, what? I was
Buy
looking
me-
at spells.
Whatever stuff you're planning on buying yourself, buy me
Yeah.
some.
Okay. I was gonna suggest that. I was gonna say Faint can just sleep and Scarlet can pick stuff up for Faint.
When I
Holy
hand over, I hand over all the gold I have.
Nice.
Like I'm not sure what all this is worth. It's 287 gold, so it's not very much.
Okay.
And I'll just take that out of my.
Wait, so
Good.
Egg, if we do the talent tree stuff, do we have to tell you what we have? I no,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just looking.
what are you taking?
I was just looking. 'Cause I was like, wait, for this new one, because I'm like, I'm gonna keep linguist as like the normal feat, but like as a new one, I don't know, because I remember you said we can do this. So like,
Actor or caster? Actor or caster?
Forecast is pretty good.
But actor!
Actor. Actor, you can
You are a bard.
pretend to be the principal.
wait, let me look at medicine stuff because I'm the only healer. That's probably the best decision here.
Thing is, I've never actually gotten hit. I don't think I've had to make like one constitution check for
Talon is a
concentration.
healer.
So like,
Wait,
what did you say?
Talon is a healer. He's saying that thing he says where he says he's the only healer again, even though he never heals.
Oh, I don't heal you guys.
what are you talking about?
I will heal you if you are dead.
Whatever. That
Oh,
one
I
time
have
he gave us, like, 5 hit
advantage
points.
on initiative rolls now.
Yep.
Bro,
If you are dead, I will heal you.
That
How
works.
exciting!
take it. Fully acceptable to me.
I'll roll another 3 and
Yep.
nat 1 again.
God damn it! I need another level before I get cool stuff.
What's fighter 3? Or fighter 2?
That's when I get to. So fighter 2 is action surge. Fighter 3 is I get to pick battle master.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
You'll have key points
Just pick
and
champ.
maneuvers.
Fuck champion. I'm doing battle master. I do weird shit. That's my whole thing. Is I'm gonna make
Yep.
other
But
people do
champion's
weird
so
shit.
much
I'm gonna do
better.
weird- I don't
It's
care
so
about
good.
If I wanted better,
Battle
I wouldn't
Master
be
is
a monk.
literally the best class / subclass in the game, and I'm counting Bladesinger
Mhm.
and Lorebard. I don't
No,
know.
my
Lorebard,
first-
Lorebard might be better actually, but
Yeah, Lord Bird's pretty good. My first character was a Battlemaster fighter, and was the only tank in the group, but also was the DPS and the like controller, and it was just did
Just do
everything.
everything.
It
Yeah.
was
So-
insane.
my Bard is now level 19, and
If you take
the ol-
wish.
the only, of course, but the only reason he has advantage on concentration checks is because it is part of a legendary item he has called Fiddle of Herisham, which is the fiddle of the first satyr. It's like a fey magic powered artifact fiddle. And only has +2 to his concentration saves because I was meaning to take either Warcaster or Resilient Con like every fucking ASI along the way. I just always needed to take something else. We kept on facing things that were making us make like impossible int saves, so I ended up taking Resilient Int instead because it was more important that I make the int save than the concentration check. It was ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
I don't know if I should do more damage.
Oh, okay. So we're done for now.
That's it.
All right.
Thanks,
So
Sam.
thank you for watching stream. Bye bye.
Yay.
Is
Bye.